Alright, rolling?
Yeah, rolling, bro.
Guys, so today we are in our fundamental month, right? So we are going to be looking over how to escape from the bottom of Halfguard when you're smashed chest to chest, right? And for the flip side, a lot of us should be looking to get and enter this position in order to pass the guard, right? It's a good strategy. So here, for example, here I can play an infinite amount of guards, open guards, Zelihiva slide, or whatever. So if he's able to bypass my legs and get me into a half guard and his chest is on top of my chest, I just lost all mobility, right? So now I can't really move and I have to just accept his leg. That's all I have, right? And here, guys, he is almost passed. Plus, he has a lot of submission opportunities. He can set up arm triangles from here. He can set up arm locks and kimuras from here. He can set up arm bars off the passes. So many different things, right? So I'm a lot of trouble. So first thing first, guys, my right hand, I want to be blocking right at its hip. I want to make sure that there's some daylight in between our two hips, right? So a lot of people, they're going to scroll this hip onto you, all right, and then they're going to start to peek the knee out, and there's so many different things that they're going to try to do, etc. So I'm going to use my hand on the hip. Plus, this is going to make it a little bit harder for him to start to use an instep onto my leg. Come back to half step, yep. So if I'm here, pesky with that grip, start to use your instep, it can bother him slightly, right? It's not going to stop it, but it's going to be making it a little bit harder for him to use that leg, right? That's going to be A. B, this hand. Usually this doesn't come as a surprise. So usually as he smashes, you should be able to come in and get your two frames in, right? But if you did miss the top frame, then for the gi, guys, we're gonna grab a thumb into the collar and we're gonna make a grip like this, all right? So this is gonna make it secure, so it's gonna be hard for him to go for an arm triangle or to go for arm locks on this arm, right? Now, I'm gonna keep my legs in a triangle, I'm gonna use my big toe on the mat, and I'm gonna turn my hips. A very small turn, but this is gonna be really big, right? So before my hips maybe were facing the ceiling, now I'm gonna use my toe to face at my training partner. Now I'm going to hamstring curl my right leg and I'm going to pummel my left toe as a butterfly hook. All right, so this is not that hard to do if I'm sideways. If I'm flat, it's going to be way harder. Now, I'm going to scoot underneath Felix. I'm going to go from the hip to the armpit and I'm going to extend both of my arms towards the wall in one motion. He is forced to post. As soon as he posts, guys, don't get up. I saw a few of you coming up like this. If you start to come up, he's just going to take mount on you and he's just going to pass your guard. So don't do that. As soon as you created that space for yourself, first thing is you're going to fit your knee in between you and your training partner, and then you're going to put your foot right onto their hip, and then you're going to make your knee touch your foot. Now I'm in my single leg X curl. Okay, so that's a really, really strong position. What am I going to do with my hand, guys? I can do a number of things. Number one, I can do a foot lock grip. Number two, since his hands are on the floor, I can take a scoop grip and place his foot onto my shoulder and grab him above the knee. Number three, if I really like to play with the gi and I really like to toriando him after, I'm going to make a grip on his pants, I'm going to lift his foot up, and I'm going to fit my elbow underneath his ankle. This is only possible in the gi, right? Now, my back is flat, I'm going to flare my leg, and I'm going to snake my hook onto his forehead. From here, I'm going to extend, and as I extend, I'm going to get up onto my elbow. From my elbow, guys, I'm going to do my ABCs. A is going to be right at the knee. B, foot goes onto the floor. C, as my hand comes up, my foot goes behind my hand, and I'm going to pull my training partner to the back, and now I have both of their pant legs, and now I can lift the drag, I can lift the toriando, I can lift to do a lot of different things with the grips that I have, okay? One more time, the whole sequence. So I'm going to be here. I'm being smashed, he came to smash, so this time I was able to put both my frames in, all right? I'm keeping my leg side around his leg, and now I need to scooch onto my hip. This little motion is going to make it easier for me to put my half butterfly hook in. Now, in one motion, I'm going to go from the hip to the armpit, and I'm going to extend my hook and scoop my hips underneath my training partner and push him off. As I push him off, my foot goes onto the hip. This time I'm going to choose a scoop grip. I'm going to put the foot onto my hip, grab him right above the knee. Now my foot's going to come off his hip, and he's going to lace underneath onto his far leg on the bottom. From here I'm going to extend, getting up onto my elbow. From here I'm going to kick, foot goes onto the floor, extend onto my arm. I'm going to put my hand behind my leg behind my hand, and now I'm going to be ready to pass this guard, and now looking for my combinations. All right? One more time, guys. Here we go. One more. For the YouTube channel, right? Yeah. No, thanks you. That's what I do. Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much. You're checking. All right, we're here. All right. Boom. All right. Let's give it a try, guys. So we all got it. Let's clean it up a little bit, and then I'm gonna have a part two. Something that's always gonna happen, right? So the part one. All right. Almost everyone got this piece, all right, which is really great. I'm on my side, I have my 2 frames, or Salim, I have my thumb behind the collar. This is just to make sure that he doesn't start to isolate my arm, etc. Right? Like it's a lot of trouble. So I'm just going here. Okay, now I'm going to scooch my hip. I'm going to bring my butterfly hook from the hip to the armpit. I'm going to scoot underneath him and I'm going to extend. As soon as I extend, for sure I'm taking my legs out and I'm extending my body away from me. For Ryan and for others, Felix, go like turn your body away from me. Like that's not what he should be doing. If he's doing that, no, do that, do that. Then I'm going to take a 2-on-1. I'm going to pass the leg to the far side and I'm going to start to come out the back door, right? Like, which is fine, it can happen, right? But for the heat, it's a lot harder also because I have the pins, right? It's going to be harder for him to run away. Felix should more or less be facing me like this, right? And I'm pushing him away and I'm trying to make his hand touch the floor and I'm trying to keep distance between him and I, right? So for here, Salim, look, I can't sit up because my partner is too close to me. I shouldn't be able to sit up. And they should always be able to close your distance on me if I don't have an X. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to open and I'm going to insert my X guard, all right? You got it, right?
Yeah.
The function of the X guard is going to be to extend my legs. As I extend my legs, Jason, look, I'm going to get up onto my elbow, onto my hand. You can get on the hand right away. Now, I need to keep him at bay, so my foot goes right on the knee, then this foot goes onto the floor and I have a straight back, all right? I have a good posture. And then from here, I'm going to do my technical stand-up. My foot goes behind my arm. My foot goes like this, guys, look. If he pushes into me, I'm going to end up falling back to my back, right? So that's why I need to go here. Felix, come back into me. If he comes into me, I'm going to stand up nice and tall. I'm going to put him onto his back. And I'm going to get ready to pass his way. Okay? Yes?
You don't want to control the knee.
We have variations, for sure. So this variation that I did, I had the foot lock. Here, you can do this with the foot lock.
Yeah.
This is one variation. I don't need to control the knee. This is enough. Or a really good variation is this underhook, now I'm controlling the knee. Or if I have the pants, I'm going to bring my elbow underneath his ankle. I'm not controlling the knee, but I'm controlling his foot. This is a really good grip for the knee. And then from here, I can also use that to switch, to go to his back. I have a lot of different variations of everything, right? But now, guys, we're going to go back to the foot lock grip, and we're going to go back to the foot on the hip. And now what's going to happen is, I want to go forward. He also wants to go forward, right? He doesn't want to get swept. So he's going to start to stand up. As he stands up, what is he going to do? He's going to clear my foot off. As the foot comes off, I know it's going to come off. I'm going to do the same edge guard that I did before. Now, he's going to want to put this weight onto my chest. So for that not to happen, I'm going to block him with my forearm. And now my ankle is going to go right underneath his ankle. From here, all I'm going to have to do is scissor my legs. And as I scissor, he's going to sit. As he sits down, I'm going to take my foot off. And now I'm going to rock up. And now I'm in a really good hug. And I'm going to be able to start to pass, to start to crowd him. Same as we did a few weeks ago for those of you that know. So I'm going to pass it from here. Chain those passes. If not, don't worry about it. Just get to that position, right? So everything is going to be the same. So I'm here, scooching on my hips, butterfly hook, getting him off from me. Foot goes onto the hip. The most basic one is going to be the foot lock. Right? And also for the tournament, like Linus is going to be competing. This is a good idea to put because now Felix is thinking, oh, Alex is going to look for sweeps and he maybe is a full-out specialist. So now he's worried about 2 things. When I go for this grip, okay, this is amazing, but mostly he's not really thinking about leg attacks unless there's knee bars involved, unless it's no knee, there's heel hooks, etc. Right? So it's just a little bit different. From here, now he's going to look to stand up, and as he stands up, he's going to push my foot off. This is the most common thing. I'm going to block his knee so he doesn't load his weight up onto my chest, insert my hook by his hip, my ankle goes behind his, and now I'm going to scissor my legs, causing him to sit. As soon as he sits down, now my foot is going to come off, and I'm going to use that to rock myself up, and my knee is going to go right into the hip pocket. I'm going to shove that leg, and I'm in a really good position to pass his guard and look to pay him back with the guard pass. Sounds good, guys? Any questions before we do the position? No?